America. You get your messages. Yeah.
Your boy Hood Howard Stern, and this is He Say She Say.
Yo, man, you know exactly what it is, man. The livest relationship show on the planet, man. Of course it is. He Say, She Say. It's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down from 6 Mile to the Mile High. I got the lovely Miss CoCo J in the building. What's happening, baby?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Man, you know exactly what it is. It's been 1 week since the last time we've been in here.
Right.
Yeah, get my words together. Also, of course, it is Social Media Friday, so make sure that you check us out on Instagram and Twitter. All right, so hit up the beautiful Miss CoCo J at Hey It's CoCo J. That's on Twitter and Instagram, and of course myself at Hood Howard Stern. That's on Twitter and Instagram as well. You know what I'm saying? It's been 7 days since the last time we've been in here. And I say 7 days because we got to start getting more active on the internet. People be forgetting about us. We gotta stay live, and we gotta stay live in the 48205. That's what I want to say, that live in 48205. No, you're not feeling that?
I'm not from that zip code, so
I mean that's where the studio at, man. Come on now, come on, dog. We on straight from the E-Block Radio Podcast Network. Come on, dog.
Okay, so yeah, in that case, I know what you
wow,
mean.
in real life, dog. Anyway, so it's been 7 days since the last time we've been in here. CoCo J, tell the people what's been going on in your life.
Nothing much. Working, kids. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to bore y'all, but you know, the daily thing. Mother, being an adult, doing adult things, parenting. Let's see. What happened? What I do? What happened last weekend?
Ain't nothing happened since last week. Nothing.
I didn't do anything last weekend.
Oh, okay.
Last weekend, I was kind of out for the count last weekend.
Okay.
So I ain't do nothing. During the week, work week, school week. Like I said, a daily routine, parenting.
Yeah, I feel you.
Doing adult stuff.
and so look, this is kind of this a little bit on the subject what we're talking about as far as what you did. So I just want to talk about the show you've been watching on Netflix. Was it 13 Reasons Why?
13 Reasons Why, yeah.
So that's about suicide, right?
Pretty much.
And bullying.
Yeah, it's pretty much suicide and bullying.
Yeah.
I'm only into the 3rd episode.
Okay.
There's only season 1 on there on Netflix, but I'm only into the 3rd episode. So far, it's good. It's interesting. So yeah, I can't really talk about it because I'm only into the 3rd episode. But basically what it's about is a girl committing suicide, killing herself, and now she left some tapes behind.
Okay.
And she has a few of her friends, at least she thought they was her friends, listening to them.
Okay.
So it's kind of, you know, she is taking them through the steps of how it really went down, how it led up to her killing herself, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, it's good.
Right.
They was talking about it on the news the other day, and they were saying how, you know, for younger children, you know, it should be parents should watch it with them.
Yeah.
Because you know they may have questions and concerns about it and stuff like that. Because it have warnings. They say it have warning signs on I don't know exactly how they have it set up.
When it first come on, you talking about?
I guess I haven't seen as of yet, so I don't know. I think they said it was going to start to have warning signs for the parent, you know, parental, what they call it, parental warning or something.
Parental advisory. I guess I never really paid no attention. I saw it come on a couple of times. So like I said, I never really watched the whole thing. So I haven't caught on to it yet. But from what I've seen though, I think is a really important situation going on. And that's why I brought it up to you, because I know that because Well, not necessarily because of that, but since you've been watching it, you've been kind of interested in learning some more stuff about this whole bullying thing for your own, for
my own reasons.
Right, exactly.
I've been doing some research for
right, and that's why I kind of brought it up so you start talking about that a little bit. That was a segue. I didn't realize you was gonna get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, but I've been doing some research on bullying. Well, it's going to be bullying and suicide, but right now I've started with bullying, doing research on it because I want to pull some ideas from my research as far as for getting some programs started for the nonprofit that I'm trying to get going, building the feeling. So I'm just trying to, do more research as far as, the behavior, how it starts on bullying,
right, and
how it can affect the kids that's being bullied, and surprisingly, the kids that are doing the bullying have some deeper issues going on.
Right. Well, I think that's always been the case. Yeah, bullies have always, in my opinion anyway, have always just been victims of some type of bullying themselves, and that's why they're doing it at school.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why, but it's more. It can be more to it. So, like I said, that's why I'm doing some research just so I can take some information from that. And to see what I can do as a nonprofit and, get programs going or, some type of, some kind of workshops or something of that nature. Not only for the kids, but for the parents as well.
Right.
Because the parents has to have some kind of, they play a major role in it as well. So.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. So aside from that, though, anything else going on?
Nope.
That's it.
That's what I'm doing.
All right, well, let me see. I got some. Go ahead, finish talking for a minute.
So, yeah, I might go. My youngest, Jordan, he want to go see the movie Slate. It's another. You know what? I honestly forgot what he said it was about.
I have no idea what Slate is.
It's called Slate. He say it's yeah, I'm sorry, but I forgot. But if y'all look it up, Slate.
All righty then. All right then. I have no idea what that is.
But yeah, he say he want to go see it, so I'm thinking about taking him Sunday.
Okay.
So other than that, nothing.
Chilling. Okay. All right. Well, that's what's up, man. Same with me. Kind of the same old. Of course. Just pushing forward, trying to get all these projects together, trying to make sure that all the radio shows are doing the best they possibly can. Even though CoCo J said I'm slacking in some areas on this show, but we go work on that though. We go get that together. But since then, I watched some of that. But as I kind of alluded to last week, I have been watching this other show on Netflix called Dear White People. So I was watching something. It was probably a Breakfast Club interview or something. I can't remember. But it showed up as a what do you call it? An advertisement. It showed up as an advertisement on YouTube. So I decided I would go ahead and watch it on Netflix. So I watched it, and Dear White People is definitely something that you got to check out. So if you got Netflix, make sure you Google it. Basically, what it's about is about a few black kids on this predominantly white campus, which I know a lot of us who've been to school can attest to that. That's usually how it is. But it's just about their struggle with racism and identity, basically. It's about 10. I think it's about 10 episodes. I binge watched it in about a couple of days. Netflix is the devil because of that shit. Because after you watch 10 shows, it's like, damn, like you be lost and you gotta wait. And then with Netflix, you never know when the next season is gonna come back.
Forever.
Yeah, it'll be forever. At least you know when you're watching a network thing, then at least you know that it'll be back in about 6 or 7 months. Sometimes 8 at the longest. Or if you watch Power, then it could be a year, and it totally piss you off every year because they make you wait a fucking year. But anyway,
are you mad or not?
I am kind of upset about that. Whatever, I don't care. I'm a little pissed about it because I like Power. I can't wait till it come back. I think it's coming back in July. But definitely, this is a good show to watch. But again, I know I say this every week. But man, Netflix is doing their thing, and
the Carmichael show coming back on too.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, so for real,
I think it's May.
Okay.
End of May, I think.
Okay, that's what's up, and that's on network television, so that's a good look for us. That's NBC. So that's a good look for us when I say black folks. When I say
that's an interesting show. But you talked about that show already.
I did. Also, happy Cinco de Mayo, even though CoCo J doesn't celebrate it. I do have a Limerita right now, which is close to Cinco de Mayo.
I mean, you drink that anyway, so you're really not celebrating.
well, see, this is light Cinco de Mayo though, because it's just a Limerita. Like it ain't no shot of liquor in it like it normally is. So this is solely for Cinco de Mayo.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah, I would have had a Corona, but we ain't had no Corona, so I didn't want none anyway. But aside from that, of course, I am in the Detroit area this weekend, so be sure to check me out this Saturday. What, man?
Nothing. You in the Detroit area?
Yeah, I'm in the
welcome
Detroit
back,
area.
baby.
Right, welcome back. So make sure you check me out in Southfield at the Southfield Parks and Rec Center. All right, I will be there along with other local authors. All right, and I'll be selling my book. So I got this right here. If you're on YouTube, you can see me right now. Let me see if I can get that in there. Yeah, that's my, where is it? There it is. All right, that's my book right there, Late into the Evening. All right, this is a book that I have written last year after my mom passed away from lung cancer. So it was
not even a year yet.
Yeah, not even a year yet. So it was a letter written to her, which is I don't want to cry on the air. So it's a great book. Make sure you pick it up. Come by and check me out. All right, that's the Southfield Parks and Recreation Building. All right, that's on Evergreen Road in Southfield, Michigan. It's gonna be room 115. All right, the name of the event is All Booked Up. That's put on by Tracy Boyd. All right, so shout out to Tracy Boyd and the whole All Booked Up event. I'll be there tomorrow again, 1 until 4 p.m. So check me out. Autographed copies for only $7, man. It's real out here. $7. That's all it is. Late into the evening. Make sure you check me out. I'm gonna leave that right here. While we doing that, I'm gonna set that up somehow. There we go. Bam. So just so you can see it. I don't want to cover you up. My fault. There you go. Put it right there. All right, cool. Yeah, that's my book right there. So make sure you check me out Saturday. We're gonna leave it right there. But let me see. What else is going on? Shout out to Steph. Yeah, shout out to Steph, who is graduating tomorrow. I wish I had an applause button. I don't have one right now, but shout out to her. We'll be going to her graduation tomorrow morning. So shout out to E and Steph, man. They're my peoples right there. So if y'all watching, you can clap them up, get them a big shout out. But yeah, only $7. My man Marcus says it's only $7. Only $7. I'm excited. $7. Like, cause you really paying $6 for the autograph and $1 for the book, because the autograph is so important. It's really not though. All right, so before we jump off, we jump off. Let me see. You say do Steven's show idea. What was I don't even know what Steve's show idea is. I don't know. He said do his idea. I don't know. We talked about so many show ideas, but what was I about to say? What else is going on? I was reading off the thing, off the comment. Whoever Curtis Castley is, I don't know who Curtis is, but shout out to Curtis, who just told me to do Steve's show idea. I was thinking about something else though. What else was going on? Are we doing that at the shout out to my man Dan, right? So Dan birthday party.
Oh yeah, shout out to Dan.
Right, yeah. Shout out to my man Dan.
We got a barbecue tomorrow too. Busy long weekend.
To go to. Yeah, definitely a long weekend. So we'll be in the building there. So shout out to my man Dan. Was there something else going on before we jump off into what I was gonna talk about before we get into our real hot topic?
I don't know.
Nah,
you already know.
That's about it.
You're asking the wrong person. Baby.
Okay. All right. So before we get off into our for real hot topic, which if you don't know what we're talking about today, we're talking about how long would you date someone who was not marriage material? That's what we want to know. How long would you date someone who is not marriage material? That's what we're jumping into. Before we get to that, though, I just wanted to say what we was talking about earlier about the actually we've seen on the DL Hughley show. So what they were talking about, a principal, I can't remember, was it Texas or California, because they was getting it mixed up, but as a principal in one of these schools who had a child out of wedlock and was demoted from being a principal, I guess because she had a kid out of wedlock. So the question was, should a person that's a leader of a school be demoted because they're not living to the moral code that they trying to get to the students? Now, what you think about that?
You know what? The only way I can think that, to where I wouldn't question it if it was like a Catholic school or something like of that nature. But if it's just a regular school or something like that, then hell, they got a lot of damn demoting to deal with, a lot of teachers. I'm just saying. Yeah. It's a lot of teachers that's not.
Was it a difference? Like, you're talking about a principal? Like, is there a difference? Not really.
Not really. The only way I can think that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna need you to shut that off, though. I know you want to see yourself.
Not really. I don't think with the principal. I think they're just she's or he is being a leader for the teachers. And long as they're that's what they're doing, then out there, that's their personal life. If you want to have a baby and you're not married, that's their business.
That's their business.
Being demoted because you got pregnant and you're not married is ridiculous to me. As a prince, no, I don't think so.
I don't know. I never
because how can I be a conflict with you being a principal and but you're pregnant and but not married. You're pregnant but not married. How can that cause conflict with what you're supposed to be doing versus? I mean, how can that don't go together to me? Right. To me.
Well, I guess the thing is, I guess they trying to say, or they rationale behind it is that you trying to teach these kids this moral code that you're not living by yourself.
Teach these kids to get an education, know right from wrong. You ain't trying to teach them the Bible.
No, but you just said right from wrong. That's moral
code. But I'm just saying right from wrong don't necessarily teaching kids how to do right. Teaching kids doing right from wrong you don't necessarily have to get in the Bible to do that. You know what I'm saying?
So is that a Bible thing?
No, I mean as far as how that's how they trying to intertwine that with that, obviously.
Well, I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like it to me.
So how would you feel if you was a parent at that school? Like, would you think that they overreacted?
Yeah.
So you would be at the age.
As long as this principal is a good principal and she's leading her staff, and leading her students, or leading his students or his staff. Right. What's the issue?
Yeah. All right. I guess I understand, but like I said, obviously they thought it was legitimate. So,
I don't. Yeah.
If you checking this out right now, man, we're talking about.
But we got principals. I'm sorry, but we got principals stealing money from schools.
Yeah.
And.
Yeah, this is true.
Like, what the hell? Now you want to demote a principal because she got pregnant and not because she's not married?
Right. I mean, that's what they're saying. So
they need to get their priorities together.
Yeah. So at what point, I guess at what point are morals important when hiring or firing or demoting school officials?
I think morals are important when you it's not. I don't think you should inflict your morals on anyone, even if you're
not even a school official.
Not even a school official, because those are your morals. Now, if that's what your focus is for the entirety of the school, and the parents are aware of it, and the children are aware of it, the whole staff is aware of it. That's that's different. You know what I'm saying? This is the moral. This is like businesses have. What you call it?
Code of conduct?
No. Well, code of conduct, and also they have
ethics. Okay.
They're moral ethics, whatever. But I'm saying, just because if it's not implemented throughout the whole entire school, with the staff, students, school, this is how this school is, whether we accept your child or not, or whether we hire the staff or not because of this, because of our morals, then you have to. It has to go all. It has to go all around.
I want you to pass me a line and read it.
You're pointing.
I'm pointing at that. Yeah, so I understand what you're saying. So basically, what you're saying is that if you try to get your own instead of. So you're saying basically if that's already stated, that's gonna be a problem. Then if that's the case, then it's all right to get demoted. But otherwise, having some kind of moral issue like that shouldn't affect your.
I mean, like I said, I can only see it really happening in like if it's a Catholic school or some kind of Christian school, and you know what I'm saying, and if that's what if that's what the school is practicing,
right?
You know what I'm saying. Okay. Other than that, I can't see it happening. I don't think it should happen. I think it's wrong.
Okay, well, I can feel that. Well, like I said, they never came to a real conclusion on that. Obviously, the school, the school actually did it, so the principal got demoted. I don't know how realistic that is, though. And like you said, I think that in the school system, if you held every school leader or every principal or every teacher or every counselor to that kind of moral standard, I think a lot of people get demoted. It wouldn't be no superiors in school. Now it's certain things, obviously, like criminal acts and.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
That's different. But a woman having a child out of wedlock, I don't think is. I'm not. Yeah, if I'm on the school board, I'm not rolling with that. I'm not voting for that one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's kind of weird. But I guess it's a sexist thing, I guess, because only a woman in the school system would have to worry about shit like that. Like, no man is worried about who he getting pregnant and whether he the principal of a school.
Right, you might as well just become a nun. So that means you can't even have sex because you're not married.
I mean, theoretically,
principal,
you're not supposed to. If you're a principal and woman, you should not be having sex before marriage because you got kids to lead in the school. Okay, well, I'm just saying that's probably what they think. I guess you don't agree?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, I guess obviously you don't agree, so we leave it at that. But I think it is a weird thing. I mean that's even a thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a weird thing. That's even a thing.
That's ridiculous.
You know how many of your teachers? I mean, because I know a lot of teachers who was pregnant. I think when we was in school that wasn't married. I never thought twice about it. I didn't think it was that serious. That if the leader of the school, if the principal was pregnant out of wedlock, I didn't think that would be basis for them to get demoted.
No, not at all. Now being demoted because she's not doing or he's not doing her job, okay. But because you're pregnant, and like I said, I go back on this again, unless they originally knew what the morals was of that school and what the standards are.
Like it's some kind of religious background.
Exactly. Yeah. If you are aware of that ahead of time. But like I said, if it's not that type of school.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because that's like being a nun and showing up pregnant. Like, how does that happen?
Exactly. Then, of course, you're going to be out the door, demoted or whatever.
Then you're going to get demoted.
Whatever they do with a nun who becomes pregnant.
Yeah. What's the demotion of a nun? Just a regular person?
They get kicked out
a pre-nun?
I don't know. But anyway.
Pre-nun. All right.
Wow.
I don't know. But all right. So it's about that time, man. We go start a little earlier today. We'll get off into our for real topic. Don't forget, if you're watching us right now on Facebook Live, make sure you click that link in the status bar and go to our YouTube channel. You can continue to watch it live from there and also subscribe to our YouTube channel because we love subscribers to our YouTube channel. Also, if you want to comment on today's topic, which is how long would you date someone who is not marriage material? All right, if you want to comment on that, you can drop a comment right now in the comment section, or you can call us 760-283-4647 and hit that number 1 key. We'll read your comment live on air. So CoCo J, all right, how long should you date someone who is not marriage material?
I was going back and forth with this question in my head, and I still really don't know. I guess it varies for each individual.
Okay.
If you're dating someone, say the woman is dating someone, she knows she's ready to get married, but she's dating someone and she clearly knows that he not even marriage material at all. She just kind of passing time, if you want to call it passing time or whatever. I think that but she wants to get married, I think she needs to let go of that. Because if you're wasting time, you know what I'm saying? It could be somebody else to where you can find and y'all two be on the same level to where you both want to get married.
Right.
But knowing that you're dating someone that is not marriage material, or even, he don't want to get married or she don't want to get married, or you look at that person as, I would never marry nobody like him.
Right.
You wasting your time then.
Right. Well,
I mean, if that's what you want to do. Now, if marriage is not on your mind and you just want to date, then okay, waste your time then. Right. That's just what it is. Yeah. You just out enjoying yourself. You're dating, enjoying yourself. Right. But if that's what you really want and you realize that this person is not marriage material, then don't waste your time. Keep it moving.
Right. But how long do you make that decision though? I guess that's the original question.
Well, it all depends to me.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can actually within a year, you can probably tell this person not marriage material if it's serious like that.
Yeah.
Then sometimes it takes a little longer if y'all two is just dating versus not really, it's like y'all not really trying to get to know one another. Y'all just dating. So it will take a little longer. But if you realize, I mean, it can be, like I said, it varies. It can be a year. It can be 2 years.
It can be never.
It can be, exactly. It can be never. Exactly. So it all depends on that person, on that individual, or that relationship. So.
Now, have you ever been in a situation where I guess this is the question. In order to ask how long you would date someone who wasn't marriage material, I guess you got to initially have the answer to the root question.
What's that?
What is marriage material?
Right. Everybody have their own definition of what marriage material is.
So in your
like
eyes,
I said, it varies.
In your eyes, what is marriage material? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend.
You asking for
I'm asking for a friend. Yeah. What is your idea?
I think marriage material to me is a man who know how to be a leader.
Okay.
Not only in a household, but as a man, period, as a husband. Who's I don't want a weak man. Mm-hmm. Weak-minded, a strong man that just he stands for something. He has a good head on his shoulders.
Okay.
Not only provide, but want to provide for his family. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he
so providing because he wants to out of necessity. There's a difference.
To me, it is.
Okay.
And just a man who's willing to grow with his partner.
Okay.
And with his family, and he puts his family first.
All right, I can dig
and
that.
Who just being a man, being a leader, putting his foot down, and know how to be a hustler, and know how to make know how to make things happen when it needs to happen.
Okay.
And just real lovable dude.
Yeah. Now if you find that out early on, like, do you just dismiss it now? Like, you know what, you're not marriage material. Let me get the hell out of here. Or do you try to work on those things? Because I think what happens is, and this is just my opinion, I think a lot of women, they find out early on that the person's not marriage material, but then they try to do their best to change them. And of course, people do change as they get older, but it's not gonna be by much. Am I being too harsh saying that?
I kind of agree with you, because you stress yourself out trying to change that person. Right. So you can't really change that person. That person got to grow into it or want to be that type of dude. Yeah. You can't go, oh, well, he like this now or she like this now. Right. I'm going to change him. Exactly. Then that's more work for you. If I got to do all that, then I'm not doing all that. I quit. I'm not doing all that. In relationships though, you learn about yourself too as well. So you learn about yourself. You learn what you need to do or what you need to do more of, what you need to do less of. Right. So you kind of learn yourself, and if you ain't ready for it, then you ain't ready for it yet. Right. So that woman or that man need to realize, like, they ain't ready for me yet.
But in that case, you say they're not ready for you yet. So do you wait until they're ready, or do you bust the fuck up? Like, you know what, I'm out of here.
It all depends on that individual. Okay. I can't really answer for nobody but myself. Me personally, would I wait for that person to see if they get ready? I don't know. It may take me to. I may be like, okay, if I see the potential and I see you working, you putting your effort towards it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Then okay, he got a little growing up to do. I'm seeing effort into it. He got a little growing up, but we all have to grow up at some point, and we all grow up in different stages in our life. So. True. But if you seeing this person that just ain't trying, then that's when you gotta fall off.
I feel.
Yeah.
My man Marcus say that. Let me see what he said. He said it depends on the person, personality, mentality, demeanor, and how they see life. But that comes from normal interaction with that said person. All right, so it kind of go down to what you always say, right? Communication, right? So at that point, you communicate the fact that you realize that at this point, this person is not marriage material. I think this is the tough part for people, not just women, but men included. The tough part of seeing that someone is not marriage material is letting them know and coaching them in the right direction to become marriage material without belittling them, without making them look stupid. I think that's the hard part. I think that's why a lot of people shy away from it and just run.
And I think a lot of men do that more than women do, because
what?
I think so.
Oh
and
man, testosterone, please.
And I say that only because of
760-283-4647 testosterone.
And I think a man does that more because they automatically think they should know what a man's supposed to be doing. So when you're being told by a woman or what a man's supposed to do or should be, then you kind of think it's kind of belittling, but what really is just kind of constructive criticism, basically.
But you got to see it from this point too, though. I'm just saying, if you are a painter, then a carpenter can't tell you how to paint. See what I'm saying?
The carpenter, that's part of being a carpenter too. Being an
artistic painter, not a house painter. Artistic painter, right? So, and I think that's why.
I mean, just because he don't know how to paint, don't mean he can throw out some ideas to you. I'm just saying.
How many men can tell you how to be a woman?
They can't really tell you how to be a woman, but they can give you constructive criticism about how you do certain things or things of that nature. They can't really tell you how.
Do women give men constructive criticism, or do they tell them how to be a man and tell them they ain't a man right now?
You know, some women tell men like that, but
and now you think that's effective?
No, I'm just saying. I didn't say that's effective. I'm saying giving constructive criticism. Some men don't know how to take it from a woman. That's all I'm saying.
And some women don't know how to take it from men.
And you might be right.
I think so.
Okay.
Are you able to?
Do I take constructive criticism?
Take constructive
yes,
criticism?
I can take constructive criticism as a woman.
Can you?
Yes, I can. I might get a little attitude, but that don't mean that I'm not receiving it because I have an attitude about it. I'm listening. I will receive it in a heartbeat.
Like I received it, but I'm mad as hell. Like what?
No, I'm saying I might have an attitude at first, but then you know, sometimes you got to kind of back up a little bit and take a look at yourself. Sometimes when people give you constructive criticism, you might not listen at the beginning while they're giving it to you, but it's in the back of your head though, especially if you know that it's true what they're saying. What
do you think makes criticism hard to swallow?
Because pride.
And women too. What's women? Because
I think women have pride too.
But pride,
they don't have as much pride as men do. No,
that I agree.
No,
that I agree.
But pride plays a role into women accepting criticism, constructive criticism.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was just asking. Don't forget, if you're checking us out right now live on Facebook, you can go over to the YouTube channel, click the link right into the status bar, and you can go right over there and continue to watch the show live, but also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget, you see the book sitting right here, late into the evening. Make sure that you check me out Saturday evening or afternoon, rather, from 1 to 4 at the Southfield, Parks and Recreation Building. I'm sorry. At the Southfield Parks and Recreation Building, room 115. Pick up your very own copy of Late into the Evening, written by myself. Autographed copy for only $7. Make sure you check us out. The event is called All Booked Up and it's put on by Tracy Boyd. Make sure you come through and check me out. It's only $7. It's less than a dime bag of weed. I'm just saying. I just wanted to mention that because it's less than a dime bag of weed, but nobody actually smokes weed. Anyway, so enough about that. I'm just saying. 760-283-4647. You can hit that number 1 key and you can read your comment live on the air from Facebook Live as well. But okay, so let's say you're the one who's not marriage material. Do you want the heads up? Like, do you want? And I ask this question because I think when you get to a certain age, I really feel like you are who you are. So, do you want somebody to tell you that they need you to be something else, or for somebody to tell you, you know what, you're not what I need you to be, so I'm out? Cause I really think you can take constructive criticism as a person, but when you get to a certain age, like over 30, how much of that really goes?
But you know what? Honestly, just because that person feel that you're not marriage material for them doesn't necessarily mean that you're not marriage material for someone else.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Would you want them to tell you what you need to do for them, or would you just be like, you know what, this is who I am. If that's not your cup of tea, then be gone.
Yeah, if I'm not your cup of tea, tell me shit.
But you ain't gonna try to conform to what they want. You just saying if I ain't it, then keep it moving.
I mean, we are not perfect. We all need some changes, and sometimes it takes somebody else to tell us. Yeah. So if it's some little changes that I need to make, but if it's something drastic, hell no. Baby, you need to go find somebody else then, because obviously I'm not the person for you.
Right. Hey, shout out to my man Zach. He said honestly he just came to troll. He said, but honestly, women most of the time change the way they are in order to please or stay with the guy they like, while they should stay true to who they are.
I guess I'm different because I'm.
Yeah, it said people should be loved for who they are. Don't change for anyone. So I definitely agree. Thanks for that comment, Zach.
I mean, people change, but sometimes people don't realize they have to change until someone bring it to their attention.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and it's cool. It's cool if you are aware of it because someone else said something to you. That's cool. I mean, we're not saying change your moral. Now, when you trying to change my morals, then no, that's drastic. We this not gonna work. When you trying to change what I believe in and who I believe in, that's too drastic for me. But sometimes we don't realize that we need to change until someone bring it to our attention, and that's what you call constructive criticism. However they may even say it, they may say it to you in a foul way, but sometimes we have to listen to those people, step back and take a look at ourselves. Well, ask yourself, am I like this? And if you realize, and if this is not the first time that you heard it from someone, then
that shit is probably
maybe
true.
you need to really step back and take a look at yourself. But I'm not saying, it's good to change. I mean, we grow up. You know what I'm saying? We all go through the growing up stages of maturity. So we all have to grow up at some point in our life. And we're not necessarily changing for that person. Sometimes people do change for just because they want that person to love them more, think that person will like them even more.
I think that's more of a woman thing.
Some people, well, I guess I'm just not that woman.
I'm just saying more often than not when that situation occurs, I think that is a woman doing it. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know because I can only speak for myself on that one.
Yeah. So you're not willing to conform to
if it's something that I don't believe in. I'm going to go for it because I want you in my life, then no, because I'm doing a disservice to myself at the end of the day.
So if you like wearing jeans with the ass cut out, and I say no, I can't have that, but you want to continue to wear ass out jeans, then you're not gonna change that.
If that's something that I think that's causing conflict within our relationship, and and if I gotten old, I'm like maybe I do need to chill out.
Maybe I need to tuck my cheeks.
Maybe I do need, because I'm too old for this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I do. So maybe that's one of the situations to where you need to step back, take a look. Well, do I need to have my cheeks?
Maybe I need to tuck my cheeks.
I'm just saying, and that's not changing because of your man. That's probably he finally said something, and it might be true. Like, babe, you need to cover them booty cheeks up.
Don't forget, man, we live on Facebook right now. If you live on Facebook, you can drop a comment in the comment box right there, or you can click over to YouTube and you can watch us live from over there and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, if you just want to be on audio, you can call in 760-283-4647. Hit that number 1 key. We'll still hear you live on the air, though. You feel me? So if y'all out there watching right now, would y'all change your ass out jeans because your man wanted you to? That's on the next, he say, she say.
Hey, is that compromising?
Now, see, compromise is something we was talking about earlier, right? So, conversation me and CoCo J was talking about earlier. We was talking about old black men, right? Old black men didn't have no compromise. So, shout out to my granddaddy, who passed away a few years ago, and shout out to everybody else's granddaddy who was probably from the South, possibly a child of a sharecropper. But back in those days, it was I guess what the kids these days call no chill. There was no chill with the old man, right? So there was no compromise, and I think this is the problem that we run into, and why a lot of, at least black men, I think why a lot of black men aren't able to take criticism from women or from black women is because, all right, ladies, I'm sorry, I gotta say it, because what happened is I think there's been a destructuring, all right, of the black family, and so many women have become heads of households that they think they know what it is to be a man, and that's all I'm saying. So then it sounds as though you are getting constructive criticism from someone who doesn't even know to have anyway, and that's why some black men are unable to take criticism from some black women. I mean, can you at least agree to that? Now, back in the day, there was no chill, there was no compromise. No black man was going to ever take any advice from you about being a man. That's because back then it was kind of like some caveman shit. Like they just beat their woman over here, drug them home, and they could.
That's that pride. Like I said, it boils down to having pride.
Is that what that's pride?
That's pride.
Yeah.
As a man, some men, most men have a lot of pride to where. Yeah. But when it comes to relationships and your woman or your wife is, she's telling you or giving you some kind of advice or something, when it comes to you, where if you think it's a man, only a man can do, and she's giving you some advice or she's in your ear about whatever, that pride kick in. So, you know, you like, you a woman, you can't tell me nothing about being a man. Right. So, I mean, it's pride to me. Yeah. And sometimes I get in the way of your relationship, not only with your personal relationship, but with your business relationship, with what you as an entrepreneur. Right. Your pride gets in the way, and it fucks you all up.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, like I know you didn't watch a lot of TV.
I didn't.
But Good Times, right?
Okay.
Do you think James was too prideful, or did you just think that Florida was a nag? To me, I thought Florida was just a nag. Like
both. I think both. It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both. Yeah.
So he didn't do a lot of shit. Well, he ended up doing shit that she told him to do at the end because sometimes it
made sense.
No, a lot of times it didn't. Like when she told James, I don't know. Lord, I'm just saying. All right, I just gotta say, all my people out there listening that watch Good Times, I'm just saying, when James found the money that the robbers had dropped when they robbed the grocery store, I'm just saying. All right, she told James that he need to give that money back. Why would you give that money back, dog? Why would you give that money back when you broke? You living in Cabrini Green, dog. You living in Cabrini Green. If y'all don't know, Cabrini Green is where Candyman is from. All right, so Cabrini Green was terrible in Chicago, though. Like that was the hood. You understand me? So if you found some money, why would you not take it? See, is that him being prideful, saying that he wanted to take it? Or was that her just being a fucking nag and telling him that he shouldn't take the money? This is kind of off the subject, but I just want to know. God damn it, because sometimes everybody needs to have a little James Evans in them.
I mean, yeah, I feel you on that. So in that situation, I don't know.
That was it. You don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, I don't know. It's lost. Oh well, you lost it.
Word.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I got to be in that situation for it. For
anybody out there watching, if you've seen the episode of Good Times, should James have kept the money, dog, when the robbers dropped the money? I'm just saying he should have. He said, well, "See, that's what I'm talking about." My man Malk say, "Nag, she fucked the family up." She did. Shout out to my man, dog, Classic Pothead. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel, man. Classic Pothead Gang TV. All right, check them out on Instagram and on YouTube, man. Make sure you go over to YouTube and subscribe to his channel as well. But she messed the family up a little bit, dog.
By telling him not to take the money.
Yeah, and see, but look at this though. Then you got to remember. I'm just saying. I just want to say this. Then you got to remember that when they was getting ready to get evicted, she told him not to gamble and shit, right? But he ended up gambling and winning the rent money though. So like a lot of times you can't. I'm just saying. As a man, I don't think that is pride because you think that your way is better than what your wife tells you. I don't think that's pride. I think that's trying to be the man in a situation.
Yeah, I feel you. It's something, but I'm not saying in all cases it's pride, but for the most part it is. To where, no, seriously. Yeah. Sometimes it is the man that it is the pride that overtakes the man. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't see that as being pride. I see that as
not in that situation, no.
And even in a lot of situations, I think that it's just a man trying to be the man that you expect him to be. At the end of the day, a man values your opinion, but wants to be dominant in a position to make the final decision.
Well, you know what? I think that's where the man has to prove that he can be that leader. He can be that dominant.
You can't prove dominance when you always got a second in charge trying to become the number one leader. And
but I'm saying sometimes,
and that's what happens when you have a household full of single mothers who are matriarchs of their family. They think that they're able to become the number one leader and not even allow a man to be a man. Like I know you done heard grandmas and older aunties say that shit before and probably didn't mean nothing about letting that man be a man. A lot of women don't know how to do that.
I agree. Because for one, it's a lot of single women out here that's head of the household.
It is.
So
more than it should be.
Yeah, unfortunately. Right. So, when that does happen to where man comes into the household or or whatever.
They kind of both look at each other like, how you gonna tell me what to do?
They questioning it now.
Right,
you know
and
what
you
I'm
saying
saying?
it too though. Like you saying, how you gonna tell me what to do? And then the man telling me, how you gonna tell me?
Right. So I mean, it's kind of a balance, or that's where the communication come in, and you have to step in being that leader, I think, as a man, and showing that you can be, because especially if it's a woman that has been a leader in her household for so long. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So of course she's already frantic if she let her, not only her, she gave you her heart, and she opened up her house to you, or her family up to you. So now she letting you, right, try to come, but if you let her down, so if a man have let the woman down a couple times, then okay, that's another situation. Right. Now we had a rolling comment. I missed it because it was going up kind of fast, but I can't remember. You see it? You want to read it about no, not that one. Let me see. Yeah, right there. Candace. So for a strong woman having an opinion, that means she isn't letting her man lead. I don't think so. Now, see, that's not the case, Candace. Thank you for your comment, though. But that's not the case. That's not what I'm saying. Like, you can have it. See, I think women get this confused. Like, having an opinion is not the same as nagging. Having an opinion is constructive. That's communication. Criticism. That's when you communicate with one another, to me. But when that turns into you telling me what to do, it's two different things. Yeah, I agree. Nagging is just you nagging. Communicating and having your when you have an opinion, that's when you're both talking it out. Communication. See, I know how to handle those though. See, I'm gonna give you a classic. You know how to handle what? Those opinions. We gonna use a different scenario. Whenever me and CoCo J is driving, CoCo J has the worst sense of direction ever in life. So when we drive, and she's supposedly, all right, those are air quotes, she is supposedly navigating. A lot of times she give me the wrong exit or the turn too late. I do not. Oh, you told me wrong directions all the time. Just like when we got lost trying to find 96 the other day, or a few weeks ago. But the thing is that at that point, I take your advice. You know what? Like, oh, all right, we'll go this way, even though it may be wrong. I don't think a lot of women are capable of doing that. It feel like to me, once you make a constructive criticism, I guess we call it, you're not giving the criticism to communicate, to put it in the mix. You giving it to implement change. Am I right or wrong on that? Say that one more time for me, because that sounded so profound. When you giving constructive criticism, you're not implementing it to put it in the mix to have a discussion about it. You putting it in to implement change because this is how you want it done. You're not saying, well, you know what, maybe you should do it like this. You saying that to encourage me to do it the way you want it to. So then when a man say, you know what, I value your opinion, but I'm going to make this decision. Constructive criticism is giving you an idea of doing it a different way, not necessarily our way, but a different way. Doing a different way is your way, though, right? No, just a different way. Period. Trying something differently. That's what constructive criticism, giving you new ideals, giving you more of a way to think outside the box or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily just because this is how we think it should be done. But basically, no, not really. Constructive criticism is constructive criticism. Okay, and sometimes a lot of people don't like that shit. Constructive criticism. Some people don't know how to take constructive criticism. Mm-hmm. So I think I don't know. I guess we'll agree to disagree on that one. And you only got a few minutes left, though. Make sure if you're checking us out on Facebook Live that you can also click the link in the status bar and go to our YouTube channel where you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, make sure when you click on there, you can also still watch this video live because we are streaming live on YouTube as well. All right, also, again, make sure Saturday check me out at the Southfield Parks and Rec Center. Pick up my book right here in the video late into the evening. Make sure you check that out. 1 until 4. All right, Quincy L. Lewis. But I just had to throw that out there. Had to plug myself. But I just feel like for women is that, and I guess maybe this is a biased opinion. But I just think that there's a lot of women, a lot of black women who were either heads of households at some point or come from families where they're heads of household. And I think that the constructive criticism comes from a void that they're not even familiar with. And what I mean by that is it's hard for a man to understand a woman who has never
who has never actually had the full concept of what a quote unquote real man is, telling you how to be a man. That's the weirdest thing ever. It's like, it's hard for, it's hard for somebody to stomach that kind of criticism when they don't think the criticism is substantiated.
Like I say, and I've always said, you can learn something from a bum off the street corner
who has some kind of experience in that shit that you're telling you about.
Listen, you can learn, and no matter how the experience came, how it came to them, as far as it being their experience, because you were saying that the woman, because she never know what a man is, maybe she had an uncle, maybe this is what she felt that her dad need to do for her as a child and as a woman, or her seeing her mother, boyfriend or husband, or her dad or whatever. She still learned from that. So you can always learn something from someone. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Just because they don't have that, or you think they don't have that experience, obviously in some way they have had that experience. Probably not even a personal experience. Right. But they've had that experience. So this is something, like something you can learn. You can always learn something from someone if you just listen. Yeah. And that's where the pride comes in. That's why I think some people need to just cut down on their pride and listen, because you never know. You can learn. Once again, you can learn from a bum off the street, no matter what it is. Right. He can tell you, or she can tell you some shit that you probably never even knew. Yeah. And you can take that shit and you can run with it or whatever. Right.
I mean, I agree, but this is where I agree with that. All right. So, I mean, it's possible to learn something from the most unthinkable places. All right.
Exactly.
So, but all I'm saying is that I feel like there should be an unproven hierarchy. And this is probably sexist, and I don't care.
Unproven hierarchy. Explain yourself, please.
Because how you say, or a woman is comfortable saying that a man doesn't know how to be a man, or when I said about taking the lead, your comeback is always, do he know how to lead? The thing is, at what point in the structure do you just rely on faith? At what point in the structure do you give your critical, your critique or whatever, and we digest that and then make an ultimate opinion? At what point do you just let that shit go as the hierarchy?
You know what? You will learn, because let me tell you something. This is my opinion only. You would know automatically with a woman or a man, to where if your woman or your man is capable of being that woman or that man in that relationship, that wife or that husband in that relationship. For one, you will see the effort. It's all effort, baby. It takes not only the potential, because you can have the potential but don't do shit with that potential. It's all about putting forth that effort. So when you realize that that's this person, this man or woman, is not putting forth the effort of doing so, making those changes or doing what needs to be done from their position, I mean, it clicks. Like you see it. It's more action than.
But a lot of women make that.
It's more action than anything.
A lot of women make that assumption early on. Like
it's more action.
I've even heard, your man crush Derek Jackson. I even heard him say about I think one of his subjects was like, men want to lead, but learn how to lead. And the thing is that I think in a team with a man and a woman, I really feel like, and again, this may be sexist, I don't know, but I think that the woman's task in that team is to figure out a way to urge that man into being a leader. Now, that doesn't mean
urge him to be a leader.
Yeah, mold him and help him, and right. Is a team effort. But most of the time, women try to scold men into being leaders. Tell them what you not. This is what you should be doing. You ain't shit because you ain't doing that. Like, that's not creating a leader.
That's not. No, I agree.
That's defeating.
That's belittling.
That's defeating a human spirit. And that's what most women do.
Yeah,
I guess because they so mad and so tired on weak ass dudes. Yeah. And shit. And it's like, I don't want to deal with this weak ass dude, so I'm gonna scold him and hope that he come out on top.
And that's true, and that don't help. I mean, that starts from a little kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't do that. If you want. So if you want that person to be a better person, you don't scold him like that. Right. So I mean, you just kind of constructive. I said that's why I use constructive criticism.
Yeah, I mean it's helpful,
and not just, but anyway, but not just for that, just not that for that relationship, but just as an individual. Period.
But again, before we get out of here, because we only got a couple minutes and we're gonna wrap it up. But before we get out of here, I have to say this: constructive criticism is great. It is. It's world class. But at some point, man, I know we had these conversations a lot too. And ladies out there, if you're listening, fellas too, man, everybody in a relationship, constructive criticism is great. But at some point, you got to make sure that your partner realize what it is that they are doing right. Because if you spend so much time, this is why you get gold stars at school. You doing what you're supposed to do anyway. Like you're supposed to learn. You're supposed to be smart. But still, a lot of times, if you go above and beyond, or you're smarter than you was yesterday, you get a gold star. No, I'm serious. You get a gold star, right? So at some point, dog, you can't just keep reprimanding and scolding and telling people what they're doing wrong without ever letting them know that you are appreciated for the things that you are doing right, however minimal they may be.
That's true. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
So CoCo J, what you gotta say? We gonna wrap it up.
What I have to say about
the topic.
How long?
Not necessarily on that.
How long is
How long would you wait? You know, or how long would you date someone who?
You know what? Like I stated from the beginning, it all depends on that individual. If that person is ready to get married and that person realized that, you know, he's or she dating someone that's not marriage material, that's something you want to do. Mm-hmm. I say, you know, I mean, you can really never know a person. It's all about communication.
Yeah.
So once you know, if y'all have that good communication and you realize that he not or she not the marriage material for you, then you need to keep it moving. If that's what you want to do. If both of you is on the same page as to where you don't want to get married, y'all just dating, okay, cool. Yeah. So it all depends on that individual. So, you know, it takes a minute to really know somebody. I'm not saying, you know, you think you're marriage material after 6 months and shit, marry him. No. Because it takes time to marry. I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't think a person really show their true colors at the beginning. It takes a minute to really get to know who they are behind behind everything. Yeah. So it takes a minute. But
you always meet the representative.
Exactly. So it all depends on that individual. Me personally, you know, I don't know. Yeah. How long we been in this relationship? 5 years? Shit. Yeah.
Bless.
Yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna hand the mic to you, baby.
So how long would you date someone who wasn't marriage material? I think, of course, it does depend. I think if the relationship is still progressing and it hasn't unfortunately gotten to that marriage level yet, I still don't think it's time to give up. But again, while you're doing all of that, molding that person into the right thing, make sure that while doing so, you continue to big up them on the things they are doing well, so that at least you can try to make a better person out of somebody.
Yeah, for somebody else.
Is that what you worried about? Hey, shout out to my man E. You said that was a point well made. Q, like, thanks.
I don't even know what point you talking about.
The point I made earlier about giving somebody the big ups instead of breaking them down all the time.
Okay.
Hey, but look, on that note, man, we about to get up out there and have a side discussion about how long you go date somebody before you get married. But I want to thank everybody who checked us out today on eblockradio.com. Everybody who checked us out on Facebook Live. Make sure if you're watching on Facebook Live right now, share this video for me, please. Share this video. Also, click in the link and go to our YouTube channel so you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget, again, tomorrow, 1 until 4 p.m., I will be in the Detroit area in Southfield. All right, you see that book right there? That's my book. So come to the Southfield Parks and Recreation Building, room 115. We will be there in effect for the All Booked Up event put on by Tracy Boyd. So make sure you check us out. Until next week, though, we up out of here, man. I want to thank everybody who checked us out again. And of course, it looked like we froze, so I don't know what's going on. But we out here still. So until next time, man, check us out at eblockradio.com. But it's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down from 6 Mile to the Mile High.
Oh, what's up? Peace out, y'all. Have a safe and blessed weekend.
I think she went to sleep, man. She waiting to get married, man. We about to. Peace. What you doing?